Hello everyone, Oguri Cappuccino here. So today the new gacha hits, and of course we're gonna be looking at the new characters and the rerun of the support cast. Are they still good or not? So yeah, let's just get into it. So here's Inari-one jumping off of the roof. So before we get into her status and skills and everything, I gotta explain her starting point, right? So yeah, here we go. Let's go. Oh my god, this her height is 139 centimeter. With the bust 75? What is that? Is that Jacob? Oh my god, look at that twin tails. The fangs. The mask. Oh my lord. Look at her clothes though. That's really erotic, bro. What the hell am I getting into? Oh my god, look at those big badongas. Oh my god, that's what tempted me a lot. Okay, so we get out of the way already. Okay, so we're gonna check out her status and everything. So let's take a look. Okay, so from looking at her attribute, right? She's gonna have a turf A. She can be run turf or dirt pretty easily. She can be run in any distance if you try hard enough, right? But I think most of the time you're gonna be running her probably short, mild, and medium. For her to get her long distance for A is pretty good, but the reason why she is not good on long despite her being A is because her ultimate, which I'm gonna explain later. About her position, she probably gonna mainly run chasers, maybe betweeners in some cases, but I think most of the time it's gonna be chasers. You probably don't want to run her reader because it's pretty bad for her alt, which again I'm gonna explain later. So about her bonuses, having a 20% on power is really good, especially with gust build. Like the gust build kind of benefit a lot from speed bonuses and power bonuses. So any Umas that had a good speed and power bonuses is gonna be good with gust build. But the thing that I'm a little bit letting me a bit down is probably the 10% on stamina, which could be I wish it could be on int or speed instead. That's like gonna be really good for gust build. It's gonna be even better. But yeah, I think that's probably about it. They probably don't want to make her too OP or anything like that. 10% on stamina is not bad if the costs are a little bit longer, like medium or long. But again, I don't think long is gonna be a choice here. So yeah, let's take a look at her ultimate. So her ultimate works pretty simple, right? So in the first half of the race, if you are at 4th or below, right, for the whole first half of the race, right, that's the precondition. But the actual proc is gonna be when you're proxing competing, or in Japanese oikurabe, in the last spurt, in the last thread. Okay, what is oikurabe, you might ask? Okay, so oikurabe, or compete, which I'm gonna be calling competing from now on, is an effect that happens in the last thread when you are competing, again as the name suggests, competing with the other Zuma in the last thread. And yeah, you probably have seen these indicators pop up in your races if you watch the races, right? And yeah, that's when the competing happens, and the effectiveness depends on your gust status. So the speed and acceleration you got from competing is actually scaled from your gust status, right? So she's gonna be better with gust build. And yeah, and you proc this ultimate on top of that, which is a speed ultimate. So you get a speed and acceleration from the competing mechanics. And yeah, and you proc this on top of it to get even more speed. So you're gonna see her like teleport from the back of the pack to like the front of the pack when the competing happens. And yeah, that's probably what you expect her to do, right? But the thing is, competing is not consistent. It really not consistent. Like probably allowed 2 or 5 times, which is like 40%. I play Champions Meeting and everything. I think competing doesn't proc a lot, but when it does proc, it's kind of increase your speed and acceleration by a lot, to be honest. But yeah, it doesn't proc a lot. It's not consistent, so she's not really good for arena because you're not gonna proc her always, right? But yeah, the condition might be easy, but the fact that you need to proc the competing mechanic is really hard, and it's not consistent at all. So that's her downside. But if you did progress, it's gonna be help you. It's probably gonna win you the game a lot of times. That's her upside as well as the downside. Okay, for the op. And the reason why I say that she's gonna be really bad for long distances is because the longer the courses, the harder the competing is gonna be proxing. Because competing procs a lot when you are close to each other, and Umas tend to like spread out when you are in the long tracks, right? Like the chasers at the very back, the runners at the very front and everything, and they don't get too close to each other, so the competing is proxing harder the longer the courses is. That's what normally happen in the games. And yeah, that's about it for the alt. She has a Winter's Umamusume greens, And this is very good in winters, so it's gonna be probably gonna be viable in like 5 months or so. So not right now. Okay. Straight shot. This is a very good skill for chaser in general. Every chaser that doesn't have this in the kit is probably gonna be laid lower. But yeah, this is pretty core skills, if you ask me. Chaser straight. Okay, this is very good. Shippo Agricole. This is kind of like Tower Cross. It's same as Tower Cross, but she is the second Uma that have gold Shippo Agree. This is a very good skills, if you ask me. Again, you know the reason why it's good. About this recovery is a dirtless random recovery in the middle leg, which is good, right? You know, recovering in the middle leg is really good because it's in the good timing to proc your recoveries. But it's not just recovery, it's also increased like 0.35 speed as well, which is pretty okay in the dirt race. But the only reason that it's bad is because it can only be used in the dirt races, right? You can use it outside of dirt, which you might want to like enter. I know maybe Inari fans out there want to run her everywhere, right? This is a little bit of a downside, but it's also good enough in her kits. I'm not gonna deduct her point for that. So yeah, that's my conclusion on Inari one. I'm gonna give her thing around 8.5 out of 10. She's very good, though. Completely usable in the next Champions meeting and maybe a lot of Champions meeting in the comings. Especially the dirt one, she's gonna be really good. But the fact that we already have someone like Tamo Cross or Good Cap, and yeah, probably Tamo Cross or Good Cap, right? They are very good in their own terms, right? But what can I say? Her inconsistency kind of caused her to be lower consistent than the other two options that we have. Like Ogre is always a good option. She can go anywhere. She gonna be run effectively good. Her skills are so good. Tamo also same case, right? And yeah, Inari one fails to get that, but she's much more effective if she proc her out though. So yeah, it's a high risk, high reward maneuver if you ask me. So Inari one is not a safe pick. You probably don't want her as a safe pick to like win you most of the game consistently. It's like a high roll. If you like high roll, if you like to die, so if you like yeah, I'm lucky and I'm winning, yeah, that's still probably your characters. But if not, you're probably gonna want to skip her. This is my wording on it. Okay, about the rerun support guys, I don't have much to say about Admire Vega. The release of Admire Vega was really good. She's a really good power gas in our high, right? But when the mega new tracks coming, the power guard that can match the free Mount Sunday, which have 15% race bonus, kind of fall down. She does have 10% though, but is it worth loading for her when we have like auto option, a lot of auto option available, right? And when you make a gas build, the SR gas at my Vega are very good when you maximum it. So you probably don't want to use this over that gas at my Vega. So that's another downside that got her score drop down from the last time that she's here. So I'm gonna give her only like 7.5, but she is a pretty good guard in general. But yeah, Sakura General, this is the same case as the same, right? When make a new track hit, nobody wants to use the stamina cards anymore. They kind of just go with powers and inheritance the stamina instead, and that's a pretty good choice because like even if you build a gas, right, you don't need that much stamina anyway unless you run like a very long courses, which is not the case for right now. So yeah, even if she have like 15% race bonus, I don't think you will be able to use her effectively, and I don't think it's worth your gems for her. So yeah, overall, this run banner not worth your gems. And yeah, that's my verdict of the whole thing. So yeah, if you're rolling for Inari or the support guard, good luck. If you like the video, leave a like and leave a comment about the gacha, your experience on gacha. Did you get her? Did you get Inari one? I probably just gonna throw 1 rolls in and probably not more than that, maybe 10 rolls if I feel tempted. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna go more than that. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.